Hey guys, Handsome Dave here. So as I said at the beginning of the year, yes, this is the review for Alien Covenant. I promised it to you guys, and here it is. I do apologize it took me a little while to get to it. I've been very busy, obviously, with work. You guys know the song. So without further ado, here is the review for Alien Covenant. I'm a massive Alien fan. Like, I'm sorry, this was like one of my first sci-fi horror movies ever, and so it always has like a special place in my heart. I remember when I went to go see Prometheus for the first time, and it was like 2 days before I was going to see it that I found out that it's an Alien prequel, and I was even more excited for it. So, and then I found that it left more questions than it answered about the Alien universe, and for me, I mean, it didn't sit well, but I loved the movie. Like, Prometheus is one of my favorite movies. So, Alien Covenant just opened on Friday. We went to go see it on Wednesday there, and I gotta say, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Again, having Ridley Scott do them, not to say that I didn't like James Cameron, who directed Aliens, but having the guy that created Alien, well, not the Alien, because that's H.R. Geiger, but the actual beginning franchise, Alien, you know, Ridley Scott doing it again, it's nostalgic for me. I get really excited about this, and it's whenever I see changes or that it's adding to the story, I always feel like, you know what, it's coming from the guy that created it. It's in good hands. This is actually part of the timeline. It's canon. And again, getting back to the whole Prometheus thing, since that was also done by Ridley Scott, in Alien Covenant, you do find out what happened to David and Dr. Elizabeth Shaw. Again, this is spoiler-free, so you will not find out about that. I'm sorry, guys. You have to go see the movie. I like this a lot because it had a lot of an Aliens feel as well as a classic Alien feel to it, too. So it had a lot of the action from Aliens, just not obviously as intense because they're not colonial marines. They're just the crew of the Covenant. But they also come prepared because they're on a terraforming mission. So at the same time, they also had the horror aspect from Alien, which was great. The claustrophobic feel. It was the stranded and loneliness feel that they had from the Nostradamus. It was really, really well done. You're introduced to a new alien in it. Again, not going too far into it, but I'm going to tell you right now, it is creepy as fuck. Like, it actually creeped the hell out of me. It's like your classic xenomorph, just pale. It's called a neomorph. And the only thing I can compare it to, it's like Alien had sex with Slender Man, and this is their fucked up child. It was really, really creepy, but really well done because it's all... This movie is about the evolution of the aliens to get to the point where they're that organic, mechanical alien you see from the classic movie. So it's all about their evolution, especially if you've seen Prometheus and you see the Deacon at the end of the movie. Like, you know, you can see that it's the alien, but it's not. It's missing features. And it goes into that and how it's created. And I found out about 3 days before I went to go see it that Ridley Scott has announced that this is part of a new trilogy. So this is the first of a new trilogy, which I am very excited about. And a lot of people I don't understand. They're just like, I don't get, especially how the movie ended, how they're going to do it. Well, when I went to go see it, it makes perfect sense how they're going to do it. I mean, you know, not to ruin anything, so I'm not sure if this is a spoiler or not, so I'm sorry. But obviously you don't see a queen alien. I mean, it's not present. This is all just about the regular xenomorph development. So you don't see the queen xenomorph, but, you know, it's kind of hinted at subtly in a couple things. Just the way that they say mother or mom or it's hinted at. There's certain characters that you see, you're just like, okay, looking at the build of how the queen and the original xenomorph looked versus how the ones in Covenant looked, you know, you can see where it's going to lead up to. And a lot of people that I've discussed this movie with, and unfortunately I will not get into this discussion because that's full of spoilers, they are thinking the same way that I am, how this person could be the host for the Queen, or how it could lead to the Queen development. So it's a lot of foreshadowing, and it's something to be very excited about. Now, unfortunately, I really hope we don't have to wait as long as we did for Alien Covenant, because from Prometheus to Alien Covenant, Prometheus came out in 2012, Alien Covenant just came out, and that was 5 years. I don't want to wait 5 years for my next Alien movie. I mean, obviously at the same time, I don't want them to rush it, but I really want them to come out with the next one soon, because there's a lot. This movie, Alien Covenant, did answer a lot of questions, but also raised more questions too. And there's been several timelines that have come out in the last couple weeks that have explained stuff, but obviously with lacking information, you can only explain so much. And I like the idea of not knowing right now, but I really want to know. Like, these are some of my favorite movies, and I've got a lot of questions that I want to know answers to, like Elizabeth Shaw at the end of Prometheus. So there you have it, guys. I highly recommend seeing it, especially for all those diehard Alien fans. Right now, I'm finding that there's two kinds of people. One, you are really going to like this movie. Or two, you're really not going to like this movie. There's really no in the middle. I've only spoken to 2 or 3 people who really didn't like it. Everyone else either didn't like it, but then saw it again, and then it's like, no, you know what? It is really good. Now that I've sat down and watched it again, it is really good. So let me know in the comments what you guys are. Let me know your thoughts on the movie when you guys get around to see it. Next week, I do have a couple more movie reviews coming out. At the same time, I'm going to be doing a special presentation. It might have to be a 2-part video, but it's going to be on DC Rebirth. A lot of people don't know what's going on in Rebirth and the implications of the storyline right now, because it just wrapped up a big event about the comedian button, and that's a very big important part. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of a mini-series, probably 2-part mini-series on DC Comics and the DC Rebirth. I know I should have done it in April because of the whole comic book month, but unfortunately this event just wrapped, and it revealed a lot that people are confused, and they didn't read the New 52, so they're very lost about what it is, and it's really interesting. So I really want to do a breakdown video for you guys. Also, stay tuned for after the little thank you credits here. There's a little special memo for all you geeks and awesome people that love the shirts that I wear. Guys, always give us a like, give us a subscribe, and a share. Show us that love. We really appreciate it. And as always, guys, stay handsome. Hey kids, do you want to look sophisticated and handsome like this? And head on over to riptapparel.com for all your nerdy t-shirt needs. RIPT Apparel features 3 limited edition t-shirts for 24 hours, but act quickly because after that 24 hours, they've gone to the graveyard. But they have awesome sales all year round for reprinted tees. Use product code YouTubeDC Creations and receive 5% off your total at checkout. That way, you can look as handsome as I do. Well, not as handsome. Close to it, though. Close enough. But you save money. It's a win. Stay handsome.